Well, thanks for visiting us at ktalnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Friday into Saturday forecast update. Once again, we are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms. We had a handful of severe storms on Thursday, and similar setup on Saturday. If anything, we could actually see a bit more as far as severe weather on Saturday. We have a number of different risk categories here. The outbreak, as far as severe weather tomorrow, is likely going to begin right here close to the Arklatex, and then these storms tomorrow evening will kind of sweep over towards northeast Louisiana as well as Mississippi. That's where they're going to see some significant severe weather, but these storms will likely develop over the Arklatex by the late morning, early afternoon. That's why we have a number of different risk categories here. But the main threat for us is likely going to be for some damaging winds and some large hail. Can't rule out maybe a few tornadoes as well. It's a bit uncertain as far as the tornado forecast here, but we know wind and hail will be an issue with the storms tomorrow, and then flooding as well. We may have to bump that up to high, considering we had 2 to 4 inches of rain with the storms yesterday. We had some rain over Christmas, and we could add again a few more inches of rain to the bucket here. So again, roadway flooding could be an issue for us late in the day on Saturday. So again, temperatures tonight will likely settle into the 50s. We may see some rain develop after midnight here. Temperatures will go into the low to mid 50s. We'd like these temperatures to be as cool as possible. The cooler it is, that may help to limit some of the severe weather potential. But here come the clouds across Texas. We'll see those move in later tonight. And our disturbance here is the one that's going to be moving out of the Rockies. Really powerful area of low pressure that's going to be bringing a lot of those ingredients for severe weather tomorrow. There will be some rain in the morning, so my hope is that keeps us here in the 50s and low 60s. We are forecast to reach the mid to upper 60s, but we know there will be some rain in the morning, and that really helped us out on Thursday, so we're keeping our fingers crossed that maybe that will help us out again as we go through the day on Saturday. But expect these storms will probably develop here in Oklahoma and Texas by the late morning. So we'll show you that. Your Robins to Futurecast. The rest of your Friday is going to be just kind of quiet and comfortable here, but you can see the rain likely picking up in a few areas after sunrise tomorrow. Now, initially, we could see some storms here early in the morning. These would bring a bit of a hail threat. We know these thunderstorms will be moving into some of that cooler air, usually a recipe where we could see some hail early in the morning with those storms, and we'll get a little bit of a break after that early morning round, and you can see by the late morning afternoon, this will be the next round that begins to develop here, and that will kind of sweep across the Arklatex during the afternoon. Pretty ugly look at Futurecast here, so if you do have some midday outdoor plans, I think it's going to be difficult to kind of pull those off with the rain moving through on Saturday. There is a chance these storms don't develop here in Texas. They may develop a little bit further to the east, so I would say just make sure you're checking back for updates over the weekend as far as the evolution of this potential severe weather threat. But the worst of the weather probably moves out just prior to sunset here, and we should rapidly dry out. There will be some wraparound rain in the northern Arklatex. We'll keep an eye on that. Again, the Independence Bowl does kick off in Shreveport a little after 8 o'clock tomorrow. It would appear that most of that rain is going to stay north of Shreveport, the rain that comes in after that main line of storms here. So I still think the Independence Bowl will be in pretty good shape, just maybe kind of a cool and breezy evening out there. And look at the rainfall potential here. Still looks like we could see some widespread 1 to 2 inch accumulations, but the forecast models have been hinting at maybe some pockets of rain up to 3 inches or so. And again, that will be possible because we do think there will be maybe some rain in the morning and followed up by the heavier rain in the afternoon. And there's a look. The latest Indy Bowl forecast did reduce the temperatures or drop those just a bit, so game time temperatures will be in the 50s. Take a towel if you can. You know there'll be some rain out there initially, so the bleachers may be wet, so make sure you can take a towel to just kind of wipe down the bleachers if you're going out there to the game. But again, I do think the game will be dry for most of the night there. If we do see any rain, it will be right at the beginning, but we should expect dry conditions for the Independence Bowl there between Louisiana Tech and Army. And a look at your 10-day forecast here. We'll salvage the weekend. Pretty nice day on Sunday. Actually, Sunday will be similar to the great weather we had on Friday. Monday, we're in the mid-70s, and then we have a dry cold front next week, which will likely again cool us into the 50s New Year's Eve as well as New Year's Day.